Colt and Courtney, cheating, allegations, and flowers from a fan. All right, let's get to the juicy steak in this TV dinner, Colt and Courtney. They show up at the tell-all, all smiles for about 5 seconds before Courtney whips out the ultimate Uno reverse card, Colt cheated on me. Hey babes, hey besties, gather around because your gossip godmother, not Angela, is back. And this time, the tea is so scalding, I had to double cup it like a Starbucks latte. TLC finally dropped the trailer for the first ever 90-day Hunt for Love tell-all. And let me tell you, this is not your mama's reunion special. Nope, this is about to be the Royal Rumble of reality TV. Except instead of folding chairs, we've got Colt's wandering DMs and Tim's outburst over FaceTime. So buckle up, grab your popcorn, and hide your husband because this tell-all is giving us betrayal, new hosting energy, mystery guest appearances, and enough awkward silences to power an entire season of Love is Blind. First things first, Shawn Robinson, you can rest. Yes, you heard me. For the first time in forever, Shawn Robinson is not hosting a 90-day tell-all. Some fans were calling for her to step down, claiming she lets cast members ramble and deflect harder than a politician at a press conference. To be fair, I love a good Shawn side-eye, but yeah, sometimes the train falls off the tracks and just keeps rolling into the ocean. Instead, TLC gave the mic to Sukanya Krishnan, who you might know from 90 Day Fiance, Love Games, and the Sister Wives tell-alls. And let me tell you, this woman does not play. She's already looking at these people like their messy choices personally ruin her credit score. If anyone can drag answers out of Colt without him changing the subject to his cat, it's Sukanya. Colt and Courtney, cheating, allegations, and flowers from a fan. All right, let's get to the juicy steak in this TV dinner, Colt and Courtney. They show up at the tell-all, all smiles for about 5 seconds before Courtney whips out the ultimate Uno reverse card, Colt cheated on me. And not just emotionally, allegedly, he was talking to another woman, planning to meet her, and oh yeah, someone sent him flowers. Flowers, like, sir, we're not in middle school. Who even sends flowers anymore unless you're trying to apologize for forgetting an anniversary or running over your girlfriend's mailbox? And here's the kicker. Courtney basically nursed this man back to health when he was injured. She cooked for him, played nurse, probably fluffed his pillows, maybe even pretended to be his wife at the hospital so he wouldn't have to deal with paperwork. And what does he do? Cheats. This man treats loyalty like a clearance rack at Ross. Optional and always up for grabs. I swear, if Colt's cats could talk, they'd be calling Courtney at 3 a.m. like, girl, leave him. From trampolines to trouble, Colt came into Hunt for Love allegedly ready for a fresh start. He told Swoon that after his divorce from Vanessa, and yes, the infamous trampoline accident that ended that relationship, he wanted to find the one. Because when you think of emotional healing, you immediately think Colt plus reality TV equals success. To his credit, he did manage to find a connection with Courtney. To his discredit, he's still Colt Johnson, which means chaos followed approximately 5 minutes later. The masquerade ball, meet cute or meet disaster. So how did these two even meet? At the show's big masquerade ball. Romantic, right? Masks, mystery, and the potential to meet someone new. Except as soon as Courtney unmasked, she hit Colt with the now iconic line, "I'm not gonna like you." Truer words have never been spoken on this franchise. Courtney knew his history. She knew his roster of exes, Larissa, Jess, Vanessa, the whole Colt Angels crew, and she was convinced this man was nothing but trouble. Unfortunately, reality TV producers live for trouble. By their second interaction, Colt and Courtney were glued to each other because apparently in 90 Day World, I don't like you translates to I'll be in your Instagram story within the week. Colt moving in with Courtney's parents. Yes, you read that right. Mr. I'm looking for love basically couch surfed his way into Courtney's family home. Her parents, bless them, let Colt stay for a few months. Imagine bringing home Colt Johnson to your parents like, this is my boyfriend, he's homeless but loves computers and cat. I would have been like, sorry honey, the basement's full of Christmas decorations and old treadmills. Motel 6 is down the road. But apparently her parents said yes, which proves two things. Courtney's parents are saints. They clearly haven't watched Colt's earlier seasons. Colt, his cane, and his comeback story. At the tell-all, Colt hobbled in with a cane, sparking speculation about his recovery from surgery. And to be fair, fair, he did thank the hospital staff for treating him well, which is probably the only wholesome thing he said in years. But let's be real, Colt could walk in with a cane, a cast, or on a pogo stick, and it wouldn't distract anyone from the fact that he was probably DMing someone else during commercial breaks. Are Colt and Courtney still together? Short answer, probably not. Long answer, Colt is teasing. You'll have to wait and see, which in 90-day language usually means no, but we're saving the breakup for rating. At this point, Colt's relationships last about as long as a TikTok trend. By the time you finish scrolling, he's already on to the next woman who thinks she can fix him. Spoiler alert, she can't. Final thoughts, Colt strikes again. Look, Courtney signed up for guidance and relationship counseling, but what she really got was a front row seat to the Colt Johnson circus. She deserves credit for trying. Honestly, anyone who lets Colt move in with their parents deserves a Nobel Peace Prize, but it's clear this relationship was doomed from the start. Colt has proven time and time again that he's allergic to stability. From Larissa to Vanessa to now Courtney, it's the same pattern. Charm, chaos, crash, repeat. And if history tells us anything, Colt will be back on another spinoff within 6 months, cane and all, ready to try again. So are Colt and Courtney still together? Unless Courtney enjoys babysitting a 40-year-old man with a wandering eye and a permanent spot on TLC's payroll. Probably not. Exit, the Colt Johnson cycle never ends. In the end, Colt and Courtney's story isn't really a love story, it's a warning label. A shiny, sparkly, do not enter sign wrapped in a 90-day paycheck. Courtney wanted counseling, what she got was Colt, and honestly, hasn't that been every woman's story with him? So buckle up, because whether or not Courtney makes her escape, Colt will be back. He always comes back, and TLC will be there with the cameras rolling, ready to show us all over again why Colt Johnson is the reality TV villain who just won't quit. And that's all the tea for today, babes. As always, I'm your messy little fairy godmother, not Angela, signing off before TLC sends me a cease and desist for dragging their men too hard. Tell me in the comments, are you Team Courtney or Team Colt's Cats? Do you think Tim finally unlocked his superpower, or was that just a caffeine crash on live TV? Spill it all, besties. I read every single comment like it's my job, because spoiler, it is. Till next time, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and maybe send Colt some relationship counseling brochures instead of flowers. Bye.